Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to our virtual home yoga practice. Working on practicing some elements that help us stay connected to our yoga, away from a studio environment or a retreat environment, putting it actually into practice and seeing how it works for us and making choices about, does that work for me? Because it's okay to go, I don't know if that's for me yet. There might be some things that I need to explore first. And most importantly, I know it's been key for my journey in yoga or Tai Chi, has been my intention. Why am I here? What do I want to learn? What is it that I want to feel, not think? Key element, thinking, gone. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is home yoga practice. And today, just for today, I really want to explore upside down, seeing things from a different viewpoint. I've been working, in my personal life, in my work life, on letting people in, accepting help, asking for help. And that requires me to be willing to see things differently. Not only to see things differently, but be okay to be wrong, to open myself to other avenues, that there isn't one way, right? I was having a conversation with a student yesterday about precision versus perfection, and how our pursuit of an exacting nature doesn't leave room for any fluidity and variance and variation. And what are we but a whole exercise in variation, our whole existence? So come on in, say hello. We're going to explore ways to be upside down and see things differently, physically. And maybe your mind has already been like, whoa, what does that mean? All right. And maybe just observe that right now. Like, okay, did I get rigid around what I thought that I heard or what I think is going to happen? And just be present. And just be present with absorbing, being willing to absorb a notion of something differently, looking at something scary. Alrighty, feel free to say hello, and type in the comments if you're here and want to say hello. I'm a fan of salutations. And I'm going to start practice sitting, and maybe you might want a chair, all right? So we're going to start some elements of practice today. First, just the sit, the clearing of the mind and the focus, okay? Focus also isn't perfect, right? Let's let go of perfect. And just I'm going to bring in my view and tighten it to not be distracted so much with what's outside of me, so that I can just come and be here. This is okay. Be here in my body, my spirit, my breath. All right. I'm going to sit on the floor. So you could have a chair, you could sit on a pillow, whatever's best for you for a little bit of sit. Then we'll do some movement. All right. So you could approach this video kind of popping in and say, okay, she said she's going to do a sit part. We're going to do a little bit of movement part, and then back to maybe a visualization part and a breath part. So all within the theme of upside down, or doing things differently, a different viewpoint. All right. So welcome. Let's come and have a seat. I'm going to have a sit. This is a comfortable way of sitting for me. If you would prefer to have your legs extended out in front of you, do that. If you want to sit with your back against the wall, and again in a chair, that's fine. All right, I'm actually choosing to close my eyes to start, but I may open them. That's up to you. So the sit, the quietude, again, not perfecting, but just inviting a stillness or stilling. And letting that happen as a process over time. hope that you're doing this in a work environment as well as a home environment or whatever, because home is here. Home is here, not just your home, your physical domicile. Now, a lot of times in the sit space, people feel like, I don't know what I should be doing. And nothing can feel like a hard goal. So you can give yourself something to do and just scan your physical body with your mind. I feel my ankle. I feel the sides of my ankle, the middle of it. Progress up the lower leg. I feel my skin. I feel inside of the leg. Everything in touch with the floor. So you can progress up the body slowly. Just bring your attention to that spot. Just notice what is going on there. How much pressure are you feeling? What temperature are you feeling? Air currents. Texture of clothing. Your bodily functions. You could use your own senses as something to just sit and be aware of. Sight. Feeling my eyes, seeing. Not the things that they're seeing, but my eyes doing sight things. And the same with hearing. Close sounds, far away sounds. And just progress your way. Using a focal point in the body or in the senses. And of course you could use the breath. And just observe the quality of the inhale and the quality of the exhale. And then notice the mind. How restless is it? How comfortable is it? And accept whatever it is that we notice. This is the state of our being as we are right now. There's a term in the limbs of yoga, in the niyamas, called Santosha, contentment and acceptance. Because a desire for something to be other than what it is creates suffering, it creates discontent. So can we even bring some gratitude for any discomfort we feel? A few more breaths, just stilling ourselves. Allowing our awareness to come within and noticing what is going on and what's already changing since we began. Maybe something has already slowed down. Maybe the mind or spirit is already starting to find an ease or a tranquility. I'm going to place one hand to my heart and one hand to my belly and feel this contact, this connection. Yoga means to create a connection. So can I feel connected? Can I mean it and intend it for myself? Give myself the gift of my attention. And intend love and kindness, forgiveness with anything that I'm touching and feeling. Try to put an overlay of compassion and kindness on any unkind thought we might be having about ourselves, about our physical structure, our fleshy being, about our thoughts, or about our behavior. This is Mustafa. And then I'll invite an Om, all right? So if you want to have this vibratory experience, it's all just a vibratory sound experience in the body, and to feel it, notice it, join if you like Om or Home or even Amen or nothing at all. If you're joining, just notice how far, how deep in the body can you feel this vibration. Feel its source. Where is it coming from? Is it just a physical thing, or is there a spirit involved that made this happen? And then how does the vibration feel? How soothing is it for you? Or disruptive? Deep breath. I'm going to release the arms and just do some wrist rotations. Waking up my fingers, my skin, my wrists, and change direction. Feel the breath. Release the arms, gentle neck rotations. Just going through some areas of the body. Waking up to intentional movement with ease. I'm starting to slow down because I noticed, I was rushing. I wasn't being present. It was more performative, like check, let's get through it. Check, let's get through it. And now I'm back to a little more mindful, deliberate intention of feeling the muscles in the sides of my neck. Changing direction. Oh, this direction is really kind of yummy. And that's for me. Back here, I'm going to rock my tailbone under and bring the chin down and just feel my back. And already feel my head tilting down, eyes open. Seeing myself, looking at my belly, my arms, this curvature. Feeling the back of my neck, feeling myself looking down within myself, breathing. Looking at the curves in my chest and my belly. And then breathe in and tilt the tailbone up, opening the chest a bit and looking up, eyes open. How does it feel to just look up? Changing my point of view. Seeing my life in this vantage point, in this moment. Breathe. Feel it on a physical level, take it in on an emotional level. And come back to center. I'm just going to feel the spine, work it out. I'm going to lengthen my legs. Just waking it up, feeling the bottom of the body. We've done a little bit of upper body. Point and flex. Ooh, feel the ankles and the feet. So yeah, when I'm starting out on the mat at home, you can do some of this sitting at a work chair. Just saying hello, waking up to this present moment of what is and some acceptance. Feel the energy moving. I'm rotating the thighs, if you can see here, rotating, just feeling movement from this area. A little bit of a twist. And then see how far, I'm twisting to my right, so how far can I see to the right of me with the eyeballs? How about the muscles of the neck helping? How about the muscles of the arms and the shoulders helping? Muscles of the spine helping. Everything collaborating towards seeing in this direction. And then take in breathing as the body and the mind are working together to come into this viewpoint. Breath in, breath out. I'm going to gently release, coming around to the other side. Breathing in, feel the spine lifting. Exhaling, revolving. Taking that gaze in the other direction. Don't insist. Accept. And see what we see. What are we enjoying about seeing in this way? What's challenging about seeing in this way? What do we not like? Be present with it all. It's not about choosing what we prefer, but can we fully start to know and learn what is and our tendencies of our reactions in it? I just found a little bit more space to see in this direction, and actually my neck felt more free. I could move. It could help. Good. And release. And I'm going to lift the spine and look up. How far up can I look with the eyeballs themselves, rolling them up into the top of the head, and be willing to see? Can I see my eyelids? Can I see the hairs of my eyelashes? And bringing myself forward. You choose how active you are with how straight those legs are. Take out a goal. And just notice how accepting are the legs in this shape right here. What's gradually yielding and starting to let this shape in? How is the back responding? How are the organs responding? Eyes open. What do I see? What do I get distracted by with my sight? Maybe just come back into your senses and just say, can I see light, spectrum, and shadow? See my proximity of my face to the earth and my own legs. And be willing to spend time here and get to know what it's like to just exist in this body, in this shape. Breathe in. Different perspective. I'm still who I am. How much more me can I be here? Can I invite myself to grow here? And roll the spine up. I'm going to walk my right foot in, bring my hands behind me. Feel that right foot on the floor, solid, cool. Feel the hands behind me, feel the earth behind me. Yep, solid. Make sure there's no floorboards going to move, right? Is it solid? Test it. I'm not going to say go on blind faith. And then I'm going to look up again and lift the chest. Can I feel lift, even if it's subtle? And don't deny that it's still a lift, no matter that it's subtle. Feel something rising and love, just this gradual, subtle nature of it. And feel my neck lifting and my gaze lifting up. I'm looking ahead and forward and up, not back. And only if it feels safe to do so, push down through the hands and start to lift the hips, push down through the right foot, breathing in and looking up. We are upside down in our view, not looking down, we're looking up. Breathe and bring the bottom down. Ooh. Notice what we feel as we release the arms of this pressure. I'm going to bring the left hand around the right knee. Breath in, feel that subtle rising. Exhale, twist. And now, how far can I see in this direction? What can I allow myself to be open to seeing in this direction? What's possible? And if you need a physical marker, just look around you. How far on the floor, back, and to the right can you see without straining? Can you be like, check that out, that's over there. Had no idea. And then relax the gaze and just accept what we can see. Be grateful for what we can see. Maybe recite to yourself a few things on a gratitude list. And gently release. Good, I'm going to lengthen that leg out. Breathing in, maybe looking up, seeing past the eyelashes. Just ask the eyeballs. I'm willing to work them a little bit to say, can I look up? And then I'm going to come down and soften in. Invite the ease that comes with descending. And maybe bring into us some of the insight from looking up and looking in different directions. Seeing possibility and feeling capacity. Feel that breath. Bring that insight now into breath. And rolling that spine up. This practice of yoga, helping us explore within ourselves the limitations we put on ourselves mentally and physically, and the demands that we push that are unreasonable that we put on our bodies physically and inside of ourselves mentally and spiritually. And that's yours to explore. I don't know what you're dealing with. I know what I just got to confront. And I'm going to bring some softness with it. I'm going to bring the left foot in, hand behind me. Check in. Yep, still solid. Offer the rib cage that gentle lift. I really enjoy that, to feel this stretching through the front of the collarbones. It's a nice counter from hunching over, bearing the weight of the world on our bodies, literally. I'm going to move my neck a little here, saying I want to invite mobility and fluidity in as much of my physical countenance as I can. This body was meant to move in so many ways. This human body is amazing. And then can I carry all of that amazing into my spirit and say, whoa, my spirit is amazing. My mental capacity is amazing. And I won't limit myself. Breathe in, lift the chest, look up. Breathing out nice and smooth. And if you want, we'll push down through the foot, both arms. Feel the effort that it takes to lift and rise and see with kindness. Soften into the breath. Now, can you let go of a little bit of effort and just have trust that you don't have to work so hard, that whatever amount that you're lifting is fine, and can you soften a little bit? Soften a little bit and feel yourself softening. And I'm going to lower the butt down. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm going to wrap this right arm around left knee, left hand behind me. Breathe in, lift the chest, and twist. Already what's different in what I'm experiencing in the spine, in the shoulders, the neck, and then the gaze. How open am I to seeing and feeling things differently? So maybe push a little bit more. Maybe soften in. What's your natural tendency? Do you always do more? And so can you do less here? Do you usually give up on yourself? Can you give it an ounce more without it being aggressive? Opening yourself to possibility. And I'm going to gently release, lengthen those legs out. Breathing in, shoulders soft. Exhale, coming forward. Ha. Roll the spine up. All right, option here, both feet. We're going to do the same thing to lift, okay? Or the option can be legs are out in front of you. I'm going to let you know that this might be more strenuous. It could put more pressure on the wrists and definitely the core, all right? But we get to observe and see, how do I behave? How am I treating myself? Am I forcing? Do I lean into the strain and the difficulty? Do I give up? And what's an equal balance in there? Can I back off of pushing too hard? Can I give a little ounce more with kindness for myself to say, what am I open to feeling and exploring to see what's possible? This is Purvo Tanasana, all right? So remember, you could have your feet here. I'm going to open the chest first and lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Scan. What are my feet doing? Can I feel the lift in my calves, my knees, my thighs? Can I feel it in my hips, my belly? Open the heart. Is the heart still opening or am I caving there? And can I see as though I'm on a field looking up at the sky, the clouds, the wonder, the possibility, and lowering it down. Maybe you already came down. Breathing in, lifting. Feel the ease in the shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling that spine up. I'm going to do this one more time. Hands behind me. Maybe change what you did. You could go back to one leg bend. All right? Feel out where you are in your body. Where can you be with ease and yet stick with it with a devotion? Breathe in and lift, and then breathe calmly. Can your breath express loving kindness? And as you're looking up, do you believe that it's yours, that it's your birthright? And lower this down. Ooh, I got to feel my body all coming together to give me some solidity and form. Breathing in, exhale, coming forward. What's changed? What's changed? How accepting is the right leg to this shape? The left leg, the middle of the spine, the front of the belly, the neck, the shoulders, and roll that spine up. Alrighty, I'm going to scooch forward just a little bit so that my feet are close to the front of my mat. I'm going to lay back down here onto my elbows. Now I'm going to push the chest up, arcing it into a bit of a back bend. And you could just stay right here. Okay, just feeling the chest rising. Some of you may wish to explore letting the head fall up and over. Can you feel the weight of your head dangling from your neck here? Can you allow it? And eyes open. What do we see? Now, if you are home, don't worry about if you're noticing a cobweb or a dust bunny. How far up and backward to the floor can you see? What can you see up, down, and around? Opening yourself to seeing yourself. If you left yourself for a moment and look down on yourself, see yourself from outside of yourself. Seeing you, opening your heart. Now, some of you may want to walk the elbows forward and see if you can place the head down. Now, if you're feeling any strain in the low back, the upper back, the neck, let's ease our way out. We're not here to do harm. We're opening ourselves to possibility and looking at the trust or the non-trust that there is ease here. You might be like, girl, I don't feel no ease. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to lift my head, tuck the chin in, and lay the chest down. That was fish. Matsyasana fish. Eyes open, looking up at the world from a low vantage point, looking up from down below. Walk the feet in. See if you can soften the back, soften the spine. Feel the back and the chest getting to rest. How does that affect your nature? Does it let you not push so hard, be so determined, so forceful? Allowing an ease, even as we work and feel the body. I want to push down through the feet and lift the hips. Now my hips are coming above my heart, giving us that upside down feeling. Where do you feel pressure or strain? And can you ask yourself to ease up? Do something less. And just breathe. Just be a body that's breathing. Be your kindest self for yourself right here. Maybe open the jaw, work the tongue. Relax your eyelids. And lower those hips down without using the arms, bringing the knees into the chest, sending the legs straight up toward the ceiling, pressing the low back to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Notice if any upper body parts want to tense or control. Being upside down requires a trust that let the earth have you. Feel how much surface matter of your body is on the earth and let her have you. And just see life from this vantage point, from this non-control, and say it's okay. It's okay to be okay. It's okay to not be trying so hard. Good. I'm going to bend the knees into the chest, wrap my arms around the knees. Ooh, and then feel what changed from having those legs straight to bending the knees into the chest. We're basically in child's pose on our back. And feel maybe some stretching in the back muscles. Can we invite more ease as we're looking up and around, taking life in as the clouds are just floating by? Imagining you could see past your ceiling into the clouds. I'm jealous if anybody is looking through a sky roof so that you can see the clouds just passing by. Seeing outside of ourselves and seeing that nature and life and the world, they're just still placidly going on around us. I'm going to start to rock head to tail and let yourself have that free fall back. Notice if you're trying to control it. Can we let ourselves, let your gaze come up and let your gaze go up and back. See the world moving as you are moving in the world. I'm going to bring myself up, calm their hands and knees, and look down now. This awareness is different. Somehow when we're looking down at the earth, it's as though we feel like we know it all. We get a different charge to our determination. And so how do we carry that ease with us from looking up at the sky? I'm going to tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back for down dog. Now those knees can be soft. This is the first time we're asking the arms to do this much work. And there's still surrender here, just like there was surrender when we were on our back. Feel the areas of the body that have already been worked in that chest, in the spine from those twists, the backs of the legs, our mind. We have been working the mind, asking the mind to just be right here and feel a sensation, notice a pressure, notice a muscle action, maybe stretch the jaw here. Bring the chin in toward the chest, eyes open. Relax the eyelids, don't strain to see, but what can you see? How does it feel to see yourself? See your own legs. See the blood circulating in your own toes. How does this affect your body awareness? What are you feeling in your neck? Hear your breath. Can you let more muscles go in your neck? Even if it's a second, just for a second. And I'm going to bring the knees down. I'm going to bring the hands to the ankles or heels. Bring the head down. And just gently lift the hips. So this is the most upside down we've kind of felt. Top of the head in contact with the earth. How much pressure are you feeling on your head? Could you lighten that pressure yourself by lifting the shoulders up to the sky? Eyes open. Try not to have an intense gaze. Soften your gaze. And allow vision to happen. You're not forcing it. And I'm going to lower my hips down. Reach the arms out in front. Coming forward to hands and knees. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips downward facing dog. A few pelvic tilts here. See if you can just tilt the tailbone up and back and just notice. Don't try to be perfect about it. Just invite some movement and trust. Eyes open. I'm going to soften my knees. I'm going to bend them quite a bit here actually. And I'm going to have a little bit of trust, trying not to strain, eyes remaining open, to walk the hands back to the feet. Now I'm going to soften my feet, my toes, wiggle them a little, create some space, feel the air in my toes. I'm enjoying this cool air from the rain. Soften the knees, telling my legs I'm not going to make a big, strong demand. I'm going to accept contentment. And now I'm going to grab opposite elbows and let this upper body hang. Eyes open. Feel the weight of our bodies. This is the natural weight that we're carrying around. Could you soften one more muscle and feel more of that weight sagging? Being willing to come into a space of feeling all of our physical being. Breathing in, breathing out. Eyes open and relaxed. Can you feel your cheek flesh, your lips hanging? What do we become more aware of about how our body holds itself, what it's actually been holding and tensing against? Is it scary to let go? And just breathe that honesty if the answer is yes. I know the answer is yes for me on so many levels. Can I just breathe here and say it's okay? Do I trust that it's okay? And my legs are starting to get a little tingly, and so the physical body can say, okay, that's a lot, starting to be a bit much, and that's all right. I'm going to let the arms go and not be in a hurry. Slowly roll the spine up, lifting the head loud. Now, this is the most erect and upright we will have been. So be gentle, be kind, keep the eyelids relaxed. Not ask for too much intensity, and feel all the sensations that are starting to drain back down this way. Feel breath coming into your nostrils. After all of this change of perspective that we've been going through, I'm going to bring the hands behind me, opening up the chest, lifting the belly, and just look up. Don't go backwards that much. And bringing myself forward. Remember, you can bend those knees. I'm going to start to have my legs be straight, but that's where my body wants to be. It's open to it. It's willing. So I'm going where there's willingness. I'm not forcing where there's resistance. Releasing those arms and rounding the spine up slowly. Feeling the weight. Not resisting. Calming back upright. Now I'm going to bring my hands behind me once again. You can hold a strap. I do still have the legs kind of apart. Okay. I'm going to soften the knees. I'm going to find this clasp. I'm going to send my hips forward and the chest up. Now I'm going to see how willing. Listen to the body, the spine, the muscles in the back and the hips and the chest and the throat. Am I open to seeing how far in the other direction can I see with ease? That means I gotta breathe. And slowly, when you're ready, maybe you've already come up, feel the transition. Feel each space along the way in the transition. Instead of seeing stuff as point A, point B. Eyes open, feel your breath. Practice your breath. Feel the legs giving you stability and safety. Do you feel safe in them or do you need more support? I'm going to release the arms and round the spine up slowly. Remember what I just said about feel the transition, not a point A to a point B. Eyes open. See your head growing farther and farther away from the earth. Take in your own height, your own orientation. I'm going to find this one more time. My clasp, if you would prefer, maybe give your spine some support. Actually, I'm going to stay there with that support. And feel that my legs are going to assist me in this new perspective, this new vantage point. My hips have to be fluid enough. Give me some spring. My chest has to give me some rise. And I'm going to lift with loving kindness in the chest and allow the neck to safely trust that it can come up and over. Using my legs, using and trusting now that my legs have me. And can I see, soften my back, soften my jaw, full breath. What's still letting go? Transitioning. Feel the effort start to grow as you're coming back up. Feel yourself coming back up closer to the sky and the ceiling. And now changing that perspective. Coming back forward, letting it go. Feel it cascading over your back, over your spine, across your neck. Feel the breath sandwiched in the middle is a part of this process. Can you let that go too? Can it soothe us? Can it caress us, that breath? I'm going to place my palms down. I'm going to walk the hands forward a bit and just shift forward. Look down. See your palms. See the blood circulating or not circulating in your fingers. Each of your fingers has a job. Look at it. See this perspective. We're looking down. Our head is down. And I'm just going to shift back and forth. I'm going to look at my feet. Am I rigid in them? Can they remain fluid and soft? What does rooting and grounding feel like and mean to us? Is it really rigid? Is it stuck? Can our ground have some give and we still feel secure? And as you're shifting back and forth, can you feel the arm muscles, the shoulder muscles, the hamstrings, the hips, the thighs, the knees, all of it, and look at it as you're shifting. Feel the transitioning. As I said, there's no point A, point B. Be in all of the states along the way. Now I'm going to shift it forward, and I'm going to walk the feet back to plank. Looking down. I'm going to step the feet up, kind of a standing tabletop. Breath. And I'm going to step it back again. I'm alternating my legs. Now we're all got a different endurance level. So maybe you did one of these and that's enough. I'm going to step it back up. Now I'm going to walk the flat hands as close to the feet as they'll go. And for some of us, we can't come really close to the feet. Others of us can walk the hands to the feet, maybe turning them backwards, walking them past the feet. Can I let go along my spinal column? Feel the low back spine. All the vertebrae in your low back. Can that be descending down like a slinky, that area? Feel this perspective. Look, see. You are still who you are in this shape. You are still this breathing, kind, compassionate being. How about the middle of the back? Can you let that go like a slinky? What's going on in your mind? What's going on in your sensations? If you're not feeling safe, if something is getting straining, come out easily. Now I'm going to bring my hands down to the floor. You could have a block down here in front of you. And I'm going to lift my left leg up toward the ceiling, toward a standing split position. Standing leg, the one I'm standing on, as straight as I can. Now can I let my head go? And love every shake, wobble, twitch. Can I still let my chest, my belly, my waist, my organs sag? Where is trust coming in? What reactions am I seeing? What's tensing? Check your jaw, check your face. And I'm going to bring that leg down. Remember, it's the transitioning, so don't be in a hurry. Notice your breath. Can you take your breath with you on this journey? And a few breaths just to kind of restore into an equilibrium. You could sway left leg to right leg. Sometimes making that sound Helps you let go of any pressure that was accumulating. Mental pressure, psychic pressure, physical pressure. And other leg when you're ready. Twisting that hip open. Allowing this upper body to come down. If you're feeling comfortable and stable, you could bring that left hand behind that calf, inviting the top of the head toward the floor. And we get to observe everything that's going on. Like, hey, the back of that left leg might be talking. That left hip, could it let go? How about the belly? How about the thoughts? Could we laugh? Could we breathe, or did we start to whisper breathe? Holding our breath so tentative because we're expecting something bad, like something's going to go off kilter. I'm not going to get this right. Or, whoa, this is scary. Acknowledge the truth of it. Don't say I'm not scared. Say, heck yeah, okay, this is frightening. What's frightening and what feels solid? Maybe don't lift the legs so high. Give yourself what feels safe. Stay true. See from a different perspective. Feel the work that left leg is giving you, because that left leg is getting a lot of stretch. My left leg just said, okay, Belinda, stop talking. So I'm going to bring this right leg down. Find a little equilibrium. Those knees could be soft. I'm going to bring the hands down and come down to a squat. Slowly feel that transition. Feel the body getting heavy, coming down to the earth. So much more of our density, giving us this softer engagement with the earth. Feeling the head rise slowly. All right, not quite done. And this is just exploration, all right? If you need to shake any limbs out, your toes, your feet, great, do that. And then please also remember that this is meant to be like segments and chunks that maybe you take with you and bring into your home yoga and say, I want to do this as a practice of trust, or letting go of an aggressive thought, or letting go of a pressure that I've been putting on myself. Can I just be here and feel myself trusting that I'm held, trusting that it's okay, and that there's a new way to see and experience and feel something, right? All right, so now I'm going to bring those hands out in front. I'm going to be near this wall here. My fingertips are about, 14, 16 inches away from the wall. Going to straighten those legs into a bit of a narrow down dog, letting my head go. Feeling the arms hold me with the legs. Arms helping legs, legs helping arms. I'm not pushing the floor away to stop a fall. Those arms and those legs are just there, and the rest of me is trusting it can sag and let go and be untensed. I'm going to look up. I'm just going to hold that looking up. And just notice the muscles in the shoulders and the neck. Is that too much already? Maybe back off and don't look up with so much strain. What's the softest way you can be but still be here? I'm going to keep the gaze up and just shift forward and back a little. Feel the arms. Notice what's getting a little creepy, scary. Also start to notice, and with some honesty of, are you like, I know where we're going. Right? Can we just be here and just experience 2 fingers on your left hand? Feel how they become more substantial. And if they're not, like, hey, I think you should be doing something. Could you do something? New perspective. I'm learning something. New view. New understanding. Now I am going to shift forward. For those of you who were skipping ahead, I'm going to lift one leg up behind me. This could be it, all right? You could have stayed here with both feet and just shift, all right? So everybody's going to feel where they're like, I'm good. I'm just going to stay right here. This is about as much trust as I got. Check in with the neck, right? If the neck is getting tired now, just let it go. Take a break, maybe come down. And I'm going to have my chin forward. I've shifted forward and I'm lifting one leg. And that could be it. Because our arms now are about to become legs. They are a part of the legs because we put some weight into those arm legs. I'm bending my left leg as a spring, and I'm just going to spring on. Breathe, that's it. My right leg has some substance. It's strong and straight. Feel your breath. Slow in, slow out. Slow in, and on the out, slowly out. Kicking it up. Feeling your breath. Maybe you didn't get there. Maybe you got there and you came down. It's all right. Breathe. Allowing the body to come back down. Come down to the knees and find child's pose. Flipping the palms, bringing that body back down in this nice heavy space. What just happened? Review for yourself. What was the chatter going on in your body, in your spirit? What areas of the body were like, holy crap, what? Did you remember the breath? Did you lose it? What did we learn about safety and stability? Like, I was okay. Oh, I'm still alive. Okay. Right? We take that as baseline. I'm going to bring my hands down again. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Down dog. You don't have to do this. If you're wishing to explore, I'm going to shift forward again, looking up. Got to keep that gaze up. I'm going to lift the other leg. I'm going to give a little spring in this right leg, just testing. Remember, this is all that you practice. This is a lot because we got a lot of belly work that has to help us, our ribs, our whole being, and our whole being of trust. Breathing. Lifting. Ooh, that was too much, Belinda. Maybe have one foot on the wall and direct the other one up. What are the arms doing? Where's your breath? Are you wanting something more than what the body will give you? Are you too afraid to try? And that's all right to say, I'm not there today. But I've stepped into a space of seeing things differently, seeing what I shy away from, seeing the level of safety I know that I need. And I'm going to flip those palms again, coming back down for child's pose. Letting the body come down into this space of cradled safety. There's nowhere to fall here. We're on the earth, safe and secure. So you can allow the fall, the soft sinking fall. Stepping into a space of no fear of falling, no fear of failing. Because there is no permanent. As long as there's life, as long as there's breath, it's all constantly changing and I get an opportunity. I'm going to roll this spine up. Now, if this is comfortable on your knees and on your hips, feel free to stay here. Okay, I'm going to walk my hands back. We did a version of this sitting. So if you prefer to go back to sitting the way we did in the beginning, go for it. But if this is safe on your knees, there's no discomfort on your knees or your hips, hands are behind, open the chest and the heart first, and the neck, nice little counter. Taking that pressure out and we're still getting the look up. Look up. See what's above us. See what's ahead with ease, not straining, not forcing, not desperate to get there. And maybe thrust the hips, stretching, reaching and rising through the whole front of us. Don't just rise through the neck and the chest. Rise through the hips, the thighs, and lowering it down. I'm going to bring myself upright, gradual. I'm going to calm the sitting. Again, you could go back to a chair. I'm going to find my comfortable seated space. I'm going to take my left arm under right arm over bear hug, because those arms may be feeling some working, because we've asked them to give us support more than expression. Those legs got to come off the earth. We got to put steps toward rising, steps toward believing in faith with those legs. And then just maybe twist a little. If you need or wish, you can lift those elbows up and down. Work the neck and the throat. I'm going to do a switch, but remember, transitioning. And then accept this hug. Mean it for yourself. I know for myself, I'm just like, wow, good work. Good work. Practicing some safety, practicing some willingness to see and explore and play. Not try to be so precise. Good job being forgiving. Stepping into spaces that don't feel so trusting. A little bit of left and right. So a nice little loving hug, and receive it. And I'm going to release. Resting the palms. You could be lying down if you prefer. Many of you, if you've been joining for home yoga practice, know that this isn't meant to be like a 60-minute experience. I mean, I love it if you are doing it as a 60, but just know that if you want to do a bit of something, do a bit of it for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. But don't skip the stillness. Don't skip the quietude. Don't skip this self-examination in the meditation. And so what do I mean by that? Self-examining or self-observing, not criticizing, not judging or rating. Just be here, and it is what it is. And get to know the state of what is right now. Feeling energy glowing and humming out of different sections of your body. Noticing the nature of your mind. Does it feel lighter? Does it feel playful? Does it feel agitated or energized? Sit quietly with your energy as a physical body. As breath, as all 5 senses. as thought. Sit with yourself as wisdom. Sit with yourself as consciousness. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly if you wish to join for an Om. And I just encourage the touch point as a way to just come back into the body and feel it as a physical body that is connected to a spirit. Because what's going to make that Om happen? It's not just the mental energy, because what made the mental energy happen at all? So making the sound and staying in contact with the physicality of it, for me, definitely helps me remain connected to source. What is the source of this animation? The source of this unstruck sound of Om. If you wish to join, a single Om together. Deep breath. Holding the Anjali Mudra, cupping the palms, holding something precious, maybe an intention, a thought for yourself, a wish for yourself. Thumbs up against the breastbone. Because it is precious, we hold it close to our heart, wishing it for our heart, for ourselves. So honored if any of you wish to give this practice to yourself, to spend this time for yourself, because you're worth it. You're worth the best that you have. You're worth this development for yourself. It's awesome if you want to do something for someone else, but only you can do this intention, do this examination just for you. And that's brave. All the light and love in me recognizes and salutes all of the light and love in you. When I'm in that space in me and you're in that space in you, we are connected. We are one. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining to see things from a different vantage point today. A little bit of upside down, a little bit of seeing things from the bottom up and from the up down, letting the feet come off the earth, letting the head come to the earth. If you have any thoughts, I really would love to talk to you, so feel free to send me your comments, send an email if you wish, or just place your comments here in the chat. Share our videos, share our blog posts, and if it's in your heart or your pocket, donations gratefully accepted at paypal.me/justbeyoga. Go forth and do great things. You've already done great things for your spirit, for your body, for your whole health. Namaste.